Hi everybody. Hey, getting back to you like I promised on the weekly update, talking about the low price guarantee. And I want you to keep in the back of your mind that when a customer brings back the low price guarantee, what a compliment it is to you, the salesperson. What they're saying to you is that you did a great job, you made me feel welcome, you found the proper product, you spent a lot of time with me, I love you guys, but I just can't quite afford your asking price. So work with me a little bit. That's really what the customer's saying. So whenever somebody brings up the low price guarantee, you should take it as a personal compliment that you invoke them to give you last looks and that special opportunity. So that's kind of what it's all about. As promised, I got my buddy Mr. Kavanagh here that's going to give us some of his views and his opinion about the low price guarantee. So when to use it, how it's effective for him, and different things that he's heard and experienced. So Bill, take it away.
Thank you. We were talking about this today, and now that the ad has been running for a couple of weeks and more people have heard it, we're starting to get more people actually coming into the store and greeting us, or on the meet and greet, and they ask us directly about it. You know, before we get the words out of our mouth, they'll say, I understand you guys have a 10% low price guarantee on your products. And you know, at first we were kind of taken aback by it. I mean, wow, okay, now what do we do? Well, it's real simple to handle that one, and I'll just touch on that real quickly. Somebody walks into the store, you do the meet and greet, you spend a moment with them, and they bring it up to you. They say, hey, I heard your ad, and you guys made a pretty bold statement that you'll beat any competitor's bid by 10%. How are you going to do that? Real simple. You're always near a rack, and so you just reach around and behind and you pull the rack sample out, and you say, let me give you a for instance, Mr. Radijak. This carpet right here, with all of these warranties, priced at $388 a square foot, which incidentally about 3 months ago was about $469 a square foot. We've lowered the price recently, we've gotten more competitive. I'm confident that if you take this carpet and go anywhere in town, you're not going to find something like it with all these bells and whistles and warranties that we have to offer for that price.
Okay.
And if you do, we'd be more than happy to take a look at it because it's something we want to address. We've shopped it, and we know this is a very aggressive price. We're that confident.
Okay, so this is for the customer who hasn't really gone out and shopped. This is, they're just starting to shop and they're throwing it out there that they've heard our ad about the low price guarantee, and that's kind of what's brought them in. So, okay.
So what you've done there is you've just kind of set the table. You've already started to differentiate yourself from the other guys by bringing up the warranties. Now, you can be somewhat vague, and you could say, we're convinced that you're not going to find a product like this with everything else it has to offer for $388 a foot. And with a little bit of luck, and you hesitate, Mr. Radijak might say, like, what do you mean with everything offer? What's that? Beautiful. Then you get an opportunity to really get into it and say, well, you know what? This is where the rubber meets the road. Everybody can sell you carpet, but a floor covering store, a specialty store like S&G, is the only one that can give you, and you go for it.
The extra added value and
So
help to justify the price, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
so now you've kind of laid that out there. You've told them about who we are, and what we do, and now they're looking at products and they're shopping.
Okay. Okay. Now moving on, the next scenario is, what if they actually have come into the store, taken some samples, and have actually gone out and found this product for less than, or something similar, for less than the $388?
Okay, perfect. That's a great situation, and Jim hit it right on the head a few minutes ago when he said, if somebody does come back in the store and they deliver the samples to the counter, and they're kind enough to tell you, you know what, we've been looking around, we did find a better price on the product, you know, you guys want to take a run at it? Absolutely. But like you said, don't panic, because we've actually had a couple of cases like that already. We weren't ready for it, and all of a sudden we felt like we were being assaulted. You're not being assaulted. He actually liked me when he was in the store. I said something or did something that he liked. He's given me an opportunity to get his business, and you should be flattered. And you just take advantage of that and you say, well, hey, thanks for bringing it to my attention. But I got to tell you, I'm a little surprised because, as I told you last time, we looked around and we didn't think anybody could touch this. But if you don't mind me asking, you're pretty certain it was kind of dead on? I mean, are you confident enough to say it was close enough to be the same thing?
And they would say, well, it was kind of similar. It had the same color name. It felt the same. But
yeah, and with regards to the warranties,
they're going to say, well, no, I don't really know what they had, but you know, what do you guys have, or what's the difference in yours?
Yeah, exactly. Well, this one, and then you go on. For instance, this one has the lifetime installation warranty. It's got a lifetime stain-resistant warranty. It's a rather unique piece of carpet. The Lifetime series, as we mentioned, is the PET with the additional stain treatment. And you don't want to just,
Right.
blurt it all out, but
Right.
you kind of finesse it as you go.
Right.
And like I said, he gave me the opportunity, so he's not going to shut you down. He's not going to shut me down. He's listening. And then comes the rub. Hey, Bill, you're $388. I saw it for $295, or I saw it for $289. It's like, well, I tell you what. Can I ask you where you saw it for $289? This is important because if the answer is Empire Carpets or Slappy and JoJo, you can kind of approach it with, well, you know what? That's not really a floor covering store. I saw it at Costco. That's not really a floor covering store. I mean,
Right.
you know the difference between us and Costco, don't you? Or they might say Carpeteria, Triple M, Conklin Brothers. I mean, these are legitimate stores. R.C. Willey. You got to address it. Okay, well, I tell you what. Is it the kind of thing I'm going to have to meet or beat, or can I just get close enough to make it work for you? It's an honest question. He'll give you an honest answer.
Right. And again, you got to remember that they came back in giving you last look. So chances are they want to buy from you. So if we get close to the price, it's probably more than good enough.
You bet.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So again, just reviewing, first response, like we mentioned in the weekly update, is, wow, I'm surprised because we do shop all our products. And then you want to find out where they saw the product. Was it the exact same product, which in turn we know it's going to be very similar, but our warranties are better, which gives you an opportunity to jump in there and sell us, kind of keep pitching our product and why we're better. And then the third thing is, as Bill said, where the rubber meets the road, getting into the price issue, which if it's too good to be true, chances are it probably isn't. So, but if you do need special pricing, definitely go to your store manager or floor manager, and they can get that for you.
Yeah.
Okay?
And I think it's important to remember, too, you don't want to be combative with the customer. You could challenge them a little bit with the simple questions. Are you sure it was dead on? Yeah, and he's going to say, it was close enough. I mean, it feels just like it. You got to respect that. You don't want to get to the point where you say, well, I'll tell you what, we do have that, 10% guarantee, but you know what? Have they been out to measure? They say no. So I'll tell you what, have them come out and measure, get you a written bid. That's like the worst thing you can possibly do. He came in here paying me a compliment. He's going to give me a chance to earn his business, and I'm going to say, that's not good enough. I want you to work for it.
Right.
It's like, what are you talking about? I
Right.
begged you to come into my store. So, and if, okay, so Jim, let's say Jim says, okay, I'll call Triple M. And next thing you know, a professional salesperson comes out to his house and hog ties him and takes your order away.
Right.
Why would you want to do that? So it's all about recognizing, like Jim said, the fact that we believe most people want to buy from us. And man, if we're lucky enough to have them say, I did see something just like it elsewhere for less money, that they want to buy from you. They're halfway sold already. You
Right.
just need to work with them and your floor managers to get the
Give them
price
a little
where
bit
they
of
need to
loving, as we say, and take the order. So again, Bill's right. We want to make it simple for the customer, and it's all about getting the order. Okay. Now, if they came in and said they saw that same product at $1.50, we would say no way, and that's when we would force them to have the actual written bid done and the other store to come out. Okay. But if they're within, a little bit of money and it's possible and feasible, hey, we want to take the order and we'll give the customer the benefit of the doubt. Okay. So, Bill, we got a minute to go. Do you want to go over any other scenarios? You want to take a break and shoot more? Or
yeah, let's take a break.
okay, we're going to take a break and we're going to come back with another scenario or two for you. Thanks for watching.